It's 2021 and India still figures among those 36 countries where it's perfectly legal for a man to rape a woman as long as they're married. The Chhattisgarh High Court's recent remarks that forceful sex by a husband against his wife is not rape has only bolstered it. अभी पिछले कुछ टाइम में हमारे हाई कोर्ट्स के डिफरेंट मैरिटल रेप ऑब्जर्वेशंस ने ना बहुत कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट कर दिया है. Such as when the Kerala High Court backed marital rape as a valid ground for divorce, a court in Maharashtra gave anticipatory bail to a man, concluding that having forcible sex with his wife is not an illegal thing, even though it left her paralyzed. These statements often reflect a larger societal malaise. It's like that elephant in the room. We all know that marital rape exists, but we don't want to acknowledge it. क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ शादियों को ना पवित्र यानी कि सैक्रोसैंक्ट माना जाता है, और वैसे भी एक पति अपनी पत्नी का रेप थोड़ी ना कर सकता है. शादी के बाद कंसेंट की जरूरत होती है क्या? Because after marriage, a no means a yes, and it's reflected in the recent National Family Health Survey's data that 99.1% of sexual violence cases go unreported in the country, and Indian women are 17 times more likely to be sexually assaulted by their husbands than any other. And what makes it all the more worse for married women in India is the outdated IPC section 375. Britishers के टाइम का लॉ है ये, and it's been in existence in India since 1860. Yep. Just take a moment and let that sink in. Section 375 of the Indian Penal Code provides 6 descriptions under which a man is said to have committed rape. The only exception is for sexual intercourse by a man with his own wife as long as the wife is above 15 years of age. And that's why legally marital rape is not a crime in India. And over the years, more than 100 countries have criminalized marital rape. Britain as well criminalized it in 1991, saying that implied consent could not be seriously considered nowadays. While other countries across the world have made considerable progress, the concept of marital rape in India is still the epitome of what we called implied consent. Marriage between a man and a woman here implies that both have consented to sexual intercourse, and it cannot be otherwise. There's another aspect that's highlighted while we talk about criminalizing marital rape in India, that women will use it against men, as they're doing it in many domestic violence cases. So in an affidavit submitted to the Delhi High Court in 2015, the union government said that criminalizing marital rape could become an easy tool to harass husbands. और ये जो argument है ना कि औरतें मौका नहीं छोड़ेंगी अपने husbands को falsely accuse करने का, it's more like a fallacy. Yes, there might be few cases here and there, but that doesn't take away from the fact that sexual violence and domestic violence against women is embedded in our society. There is a reason why 2 out of every 5 women in India are victims of physical, sexual or emotional domestic violence. और अगर कुछ औरतें misuse भी करती हैं इस law का, तो judiciary है ना to weed out all the false cases and give out appropriate penalty. और इस misuse वाले argument में ना हम बहुत बड़ा fact ignore कर रहे हैं. That is lack of autonomy. हमारी country में कितनी औरतों के पास legal resources होते हैं, financial resources होते हैं to fight the system and also fight the stigma? Nahi na. That's why most of the domestic violence cases aren't even reported in the first place. For me, rape is rape, irrespective of the identity of the perpetrator or the age of the survivor. A woman who's raped by a stranger lives with a memory of that horrible attack. A woman who's raped by her husband lives with her rapist. Our penal laws, handed down by the British, have by and large remained unchanged even after 74 years of independence. No Indian government has so far shown an active interest in remedying this problem. So are we just going to sit and wait for our politicians, governments and judiciary to have a moment of awakening, which I'm not even sure is going to happen? Or are we as citizens of India going to herald that change and make them listen to us? Yes, I'm thinking aloud, but what do you think? Tell me in the comments below, and for more such videos, keep watching Indiatimes.